Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, July 18th, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I love what shows up. And today, that is the energy of the day. We are being called to show up. We are being called to show up on many different levels. As we build to this full moon, we have the full moon in Capricorn happening tomorrow at 27 degrees. But as we build to it, we're being called to show up for ourselves. We're being called to show up in this moment. Today we have the sun at 26 degrees, and 26 degrees is an 8, which is that degree of Capricorn. So it's preparing us for this moon tomorrow, and it's saying, are you showing up for your life? Part of the awakening process is the process of showing up as yourself, for yourself, as we move through these twists and turns that are going on in our world right now. So we have the moon in Capricorn today, as we build to that moon, and we begin the day, I love this connection, moon in Capricorn connecting to Neptune in Pisces, retrograde, 11 degrees, that master number, that's giving us that reflectionate energy. I love the word reflectionate. A friend and I made that up, and it's the energy of being affectionate to your reflection. So recognizing and loving what shows up, everything outside of ourselves, as part of a reflection of ourselves in one way. Like all is one. So in one way or another, even if it's just a cell of reflection, it is reflecting something for you. And when we can love it, we can heal it. Love, light is one of the biggest healing forces. It's the biggest force that there is. It's really the only thing there really is. We humans just, create things with our minds. But if we can love what's showing up, love the reflectionate, then we bring some healing into this energy. And we still have some healing going on. We still have Mars connecting to Chiron. Mars connecting to Chiron at 25 degrees, bringing in this element of divine universal healing just by our showing up, just by our loving whatever shows up. We then have the moon connecting to Pluto. So this will probably bring, some of that transformation energy in. Moon connecting to Pluto, it happens, once a month. Every time the moon passes through the sign of Capricorn, we go through this connection. And so it's really a call for us to dig in and show up for that inner process. Be present for the power games, the rebirth going on within. Pluto is ultimately transformation energy, and it can manifest in many different ways. It can manifest in gigantic outward explosions. It can manifest in simple understanding within. Pluto brings the full spectrum, the light and the dark. And so as this shows up, we are called to show up for ourselves and be present with what's in there with ourselves. I'm going to get into the Sabian symbols because I think the Sabian symbols actually feed into this really well. So the Sabian symbols for the moon is really interesting. I'm actually going to read the sun one first. For the sun at Cancer at 27 degrees, the full moon happens when the sun and the moon are directly opposite each other, bringing some balance, but also bringing forth the stuff that these oppositional energies can bring. So 27-degree Cancer is a violent storm in a canyon filled with expensive homes. Pluto energy, it threatens our being. It threatens in mind, it doesn't really do this, but it threatens in our mind our root chakra energy, the part where we ground in. So we have that, but on the other hand, with the moon at 27, where we're really being asked to show up and move beyond that energy, is pilgrims climbing the steep steps leading to a mountain shrine, which I really feel like speaks of our ascension. Each of these things that are happening in our world that threatens our safety, that threatens that root chakra energy, is part of this process of our rising. Every single thing that's happening in this world has the ability right now to crack open our heart and our love energy even further. The choice is yours. You can fall into fear, you can fall into hate, you can fall into fight or flight, or you can fall into your heart and crack open. And that's what I keep hearing the world needs most, is us who are at least conscious enough to see what's going on to be okay, got to crack open more, and I've got to love those unlovable parts in myself even more to birth them through so that they don't come, out and pain the world. I keep hearing, remember the force, keep the force. The force is love. The force is love in you. We also have Mercury connecting to Saturn today. I love this connection. It's at 10 degrees, so it's tuning us into our worth. Mercury in Leo. The divine love that we can express through our words, through our beingness, through our communication, in whatever way we communicate. This is what's being asked of us. Saturn in Sagittarius retrograde has us shifting our beliefs. And I look at my beliefs all the time. There's a belief sometimes that if I show my heart, that I'm going to be seen as weak. Instead of if I show my snark, then I'll be thought of as powerful or together. And I've been shifting this in myself. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to show your heart. And it's okay to not be understood when you show the heart. It's okay if somebody thinks that you're weak. That's not the truth. That may be their truth. That may be from their place of seeing things. But this is about knowing your worth and awakening to our inner power. All of this energy is awakening to our inner power. What is your true inner power? I'll give you a secret. It's the same inner power that we all have. Your inner power is the power of your heart. It is the power of your love. And you get there through the power of your opening presence. So, there's that. Our card for today. The power of opening presence, the power of your light, the power of your heart. It is time to be the creator and create through the power of your love. And the other cards that I have with it is guidance in reverse, nothingness in reverse, and understanding in reverse. And I think what I'm getting from this is the outside guidance, this isn't where it's at, Nothingness, this is the card of possibilities. This is also in traditional astrology, this is the Hierophant card. So it's the card of teachers and the Pope, essentially, higher spiritual authority. It's not through this. It's not even through trying to understand on a mental level what's going on or even on an emotional level. Our healing, our power of presence is through our love, our light, and just showing up and holding that steady. And if we can, I have the beautiful breakthrough card with it. And I love this card because I always think this breakthrough card looks like a gigantic heart coming right here. So sit in your power of love in this energy. The animal card that I have for today, I love as well, is Water Dragon, Balance. And it says, optimum growth and expansion is found through maintaining balance in the extremes. Got to be the balance. There's so much extreme in this world today, and I love this advice. It says, in Chinese astrology, the water dragon is said to be capable of soaring to the highest heights, but also diving deep into the depths of the ocean, just like Pluto, allowing them to fully experience all of what the world has to offer. We can see that they teach us that it's okay to seek one extreme in life, but in order to stay balanced, we must counteract it with the opposite, a true embodiment of the yin and yang energies. And as there's so much violence and pain on this world, we bring this balance by opening our hearts more and more every day. And if you don't, that's okay too. But just keep coming back to that place of cracking open your heart because that's your true power. So that's it for today. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.